Thank you. So this is about the timetable which will be designed by the Sunita Pooja ma'am, and with the staggered lunch break timing for the 9th to 12th class. Now the second part, which is according to the mail, orientation plan for the parents and children. This we have already done online, and if need be, it can be done again when the school will reopen, especially with the parents and children of the 9th to 10th class, when we will open the school as per the guidelines. And the orientation plan will be supervised by Madam Prachi Sharma, and she will share the program after the pen down and chalk out the plan. Now the third thing is transport route. As I have discussed with many of the principals in Sonipat or in some noise is there in between. I have discussed this thing with the many principals in DPS system and in the Sonipat also, with the other 2-3 principals. So they are calling the students in groups with the consent of the parents, but the number of students is very less. But there is a 2-3 schools, they are calling the students, and the number is little bit good, because the students, they are coming of their own and they are living nearby. But in our situation, in our condition and condition of DPS Sonipat, as you know, all of you, that many students, they are coming from Delhi, some students, they are coming from across Yamuna, and some students, they are in the hostel, some is international students. So it's a very difficult situation for our students, and I have discussed this thing and come to know it that they are not providing the transport. Even the Madam Director suggested that we will not provide the transport system, the students will come of their own. So it will be, in my opinion, it will be very, very difficult, especially for the Delhi students, because some of the parents, they are working, mother and father both are working. In that case, it will be difficult, I think so. And we cannot ply the buses for their, you can say, transportation and all these things. So let us see, we will send the consent form to the parent through mail, and we will collect it back, and we will come to know how many students exactly going to attend the school after the reopening orders of the central government. Now the transport, Mr. Ravish, please note down. You have to,
yes, sir.
You have to plan down. You have to plan everything. You can take the copy of the SOP, the previous one, where I have mentioned all the things in detail. Let me read out few things more for you. Mr. Ravish will plan the dry route of the buses and inform the parents in advance by mail about the time, date for the same. This will be implemented after the orders of the government, that when they will say that yes, you can open the school and you can call the students officially. So you should be ready for that, for your dry route. Next one is, you will also collect the fitness certificates of all the transporters, because they will also come inside, drivers, conductors and maids, right? Please issue the instructions accordingly in advance.
Yes, sir.
And the third one is, buses will be sanitized properly before and after the route. And the third thing is, Next thing is that you have to train the drivers, conductors, maids that how they have to sanitize their hands properly. And you will also ensure that they will have the mask every day. They will have the gloves also. You can take the help of the previous SOP, everything is there in it.
Yes.
Videography of sanitizing the buses after the route and before the route should be taken, and it has to be shared with the management. Very, very important. Very, very important. Proper hygiene and cleanliness will maintain in the buses. That you have to look into it. The next thing is, as per the mail, boarding rules and regulations. Though I have discussed many more rule regulations which we have framed for the boarding, for the students as well as for the teachers. Even Mr. Preet Oberoi, HM Hostel, he has worked on it very nicely, and he has prepared a rule regulations SOP separately. He will going to share it with you people. Now few points which I have noticed and I would like to share with you. The first thing is, under boarding rules and regulations for teachers and students, all boarders and resident teacher will submit their fitness test report before joining the school. Record will be maintained by HM Hostel and also uploaded in the dossiers. Next one is, the boarders will not allow to go to each other's room for any reason. It will be monitored religiously by the hostel wardens with the help of resident teachers. Third, doctor and a nurse of school will take temperature of the student and teachers every day and keep the record. Fourth, regular screening of the student health will be done. HM Hostel will help the doctor and nurse, and they will chalk out the plan, or they will pen down the plan. This is all, and even separately, Mr. Preet Oberoi, he has framed the rule regulation. He will share with all of us, and we all religiously follow that rule regulations for the healthy environment or corona-free environment. Now, next thing, as per the mail, that the classroom cleaning and monitoring. Now, this job is totally responsibility of Mr. Pawan. Mr. Pawan, can you hear me? Good, nice one. Now, Mr. Pawan will be in charge of it, and he will ensure that complete academic admin hostel MPH will be sanitized at least once in a day. Mr. Pawan will submit the requirement of the manpower. Mr. Pawan, this is very important. You have to submit the requirement of the manpower for housekeeping and take the prior approval of the management, that how much people you want or how much manpower you want for this. First you have to discuss, then take the prior approval of the management. And you will ensure the complete sanitization, cleaning and all these things. He will also make a list of material required for the housekeeping. कि क्या क्या सामान आपको चाहिए, you have to write down. आप लिख लीजिए, एक list बनाइए, and you have to put up in front of the management and take the approval for the purchase. Next is, he will also make a duty chart. That is very important, very important. To whom you are going to depute where. You have to have a complete duty chart with you, and you have to share it with the management and the other authorities with their deployment, time, date and area. Time, date and area, everything should be there. The next one is a regular health screening of all housekeeping staff. As you know that mostly the housekeeping staff, they are coming from the outside, they are going back every day, they are coming back. We should be very vigilant for their health, and they have to keep the all, you can say, follow the norms and rule regulations of the COVID-19, and their health has to be monitored by doctor and nurse. Now the next most important thing, as per the mail, the classroom distribution chart. Now suppose tomorrow the government permits us that you can call the 9 to 12 students, and we get the number of students, enough number of students. Now we have to make the sitting arrangement for the students by following the social distancing. Now for this I depute the few people. Mr. Daya, can you hear me, sir? Mr. Daya, can you hear me?
Yes, sir, you are very much audible.
Alright. Mr. Daya, 11th, 12th, you will look after the sitting plan. Mr. Pradeep, 9th and 10th.
Yes.
9th and 10th.
Yes.
Madam Ekta will help you, both of you. And Miss Pooja will also help you. You all four will sit together, make a chart, make a program, and it should be on paper, and submit a hard copy to me of that complete sitting program or plan, where which class will sit, in which room which class will sit, and it will be supervised by Madam Prachi, Vice Principal. The guidelines of the SOP must be taken care for the social distancing while you plan out the complete sitting plan for 9 to 12th class. This is all as per the email. Any suggestion from your side, Madam Director Ma'am? Over to you, Madam. Madam?
Yes, ma'am, but there's a bit of an echo.
Okay.
It's not better now. Yeah.
Few concerns are there. First thing is whatever SOPs we are planning, that is when we finally when test and right? So, see, Haryana government has opened the school for classes 9 to 12. The government school is not open. But to take the newspaper, there was a report that many cases were found, and then now they are planning not to open the schools. And then some private schools also, there was a report that they have sent mail to the parents, and not even 50% parents consented that they will be sending the children to school. So that is the scenario. Only schools which they are thinking of, that is only that once offline pre-board they want to conduct for class 10th and 12th. So if we plan that we have to conduct offline pre-board exam for class 10th and 12th, then the plan is like we have to design our schedule like this, that only one day class 10th will come and one day class 12th will come. Buses will not fly at all because we don't have our buses and we cannot rely on the transporters at all. Parents, they are asking for that one. The children will be given the chance the offline test. Now, as far as offline concerned, they might not be able to come, and sometimes we have to arrange online room. Rest we can ask the parents, we can request them, or they are forcing us, and the way they drop their children for board exam also, they can do this also, that they can drop their children and they can wait and they can take their children back. So that plan we can have, but opening of school, even for 9 to 12, I don't think that in near future till end of December it is possible at all.
Yes, ma'am.
So, if for 10th and 12th we plan, so first of all, of course, we have to we get 60% consent, we can have our exam offline, and for rest we can have it online only. And for that also we can request the parents that before that they should send us tests like no COVID certificate also for the students. And when they come, they have to follow all kind of norms, like mask should be there, proper sanitization will be from our side in the school. That of course will be done. And then, as far as concerned, we have so many rules accommodating only 130 children. Not like it's not a good job, and we can do it. Even for last year also we have a similar number, and that is not a bad difficult.
मैम को कैसे तो मैम को कैसे
Ma'am, sorry to interrupt you, ma'am. Your voice is not clear. It's
टेक्निकल प्रॉब्लम
it's cracking and echo is there. Little more, little bit.
Okay, that is okay.
कैमरा इज ऑफ और ऑन ऑफ मैम
Camera is off.
I think we got the gist of what Director Ma'am was saying, and I can agree with her in some ways. However, I would like to add one point. These SOPs, and the full we all going to say, how to conduct ourselves in this new scenario. These SOPs are very basic guidelines from government. These are these SOPs for whatever purpose in after school, so that the parents have already even necessary for when if their child, whether it is coming to school or an extracurricular activity or doing an exam, when their child enters the school gate till the time they exit the school gate, what happens in the school should be capped with the customized SOP of each student. This sir has been asked to keep the SOP that the government has given and thus customize it for the procedure that is followed. So currently I think we are on a event that we are not able for term 1, right? However, we are still considering that I have 3 board exams. Thus, our other things to be customized by everyone in the meeting by picking up the date or time. We have the जैसे तकलीफ हमारे स्कूल में होना है तो बच्चे वो हम कंसेंट फॉर्म पैसों भेजिए but along with the consent form what is the SOP that the parent has all the information necessary from the point that the child is ready the school to be which includes creation of
sanitization, how they go from point A to point B, how they even use the toilet, what things they should be getting from home, how they and also I'm all teachers here. When customizing an SP, you will have a list of directives that you give to the parents. For example, if a child comes to the school right now, the child cannot be monitored when they use the toilet, right? So the training that they have how to use the toilet now in COVID time, that training also recommendation needs to be given to the parents from our side. It is our duty to do that. So those very small, devil is in details. One needs to understand that really. And those details need to be written by us as clearly and able to my intent very much as per what Director Ma'am was saying, जब भी स्कूल खुलता है हम उनको कंसेंट फॉर्म भेजेंगे लेकिन we will also send them some information as to what they have to prepare child for and how they need to set their child to school and both will
So along with the consent form, of course, directions the package we are going to send them. So, first thing will be that they should have COVID negative certificate. I think that must be there. And along with that, they have to carry their sanitizers also. So, whatever what we have to to be done on parents' part and that is to be done on our part. That we have to make step by step what we have. If you
Ma'am, may I add one more thing to this? The coordinated test that we are seeing, I see like the airlines have PCR negative test. Also, that it should be in the past week, 96 hours or so. So I think if we do that, also be otherwise some of the parents might be negative test for chance of is here or some other test.
date will be given to them. That is, we are starting our school from 5th. It should be offered at least.
Director ma'am,
Yeah, I think
with your permission, can we hold it for 5 minutes because everyone's voice is echo and cracking. Nothing is clear. Nothing is clear. And Mr. Prabhu will give you another link within 5 minutes. Can we do it with your permission, ma'am?
I don't think a new link is going to help with that. If there's a problem with the speaker and how the thing is placed. Well, before we go on to the meeting, I want to mention one thing. I think the main objective of this particular thing we are having here is one. Okay, principals, can you delegate who is going the directives along with the consent form that needs to be sent to the parents in case children are coming for a pre-board examination? Who would be writing that? Who would be formalizing that? What would be of this management? Can you please define that?
Oh, just repeat. Okay, ma'am.
Ma'am, can you please repeat? It was not clearly audible. Anika ma'am.
Before I director ma'am, can you put your phone on mute? Can everyone hear me clearly right now? Okay, so the objective of this Monday meeting today is if we decide to reopen schools for pre-board examination purposes, what are directives that we are sending to those parents for the in-school SOP, who is writing them, and when are they to be completed by? We define these three things in terms of education so that irrespective of opening school or not, we need to be ready on our part as to what we are going to do, what is our game plan. So, Principal Sir, my request is, can you define who is going to be writing those directives, what is the deadline, what things that need to be covered in them?
Ma'am, as per the schedule, that pre-board will start from 20th November and today is 9th. So by 13th or 12th, it will be properly prepared or ready. Ji ma'am.
First pre-board they are starting from 20th of November and they will end on 4th of December. First pre-board is online only. We are not talking about first pre-board. It is second pre-board which will start in the month of January. We are worried about that. Not the first pre-board. That is already planned 20th to 4th December. That is online. Already instructions are set.
Yes, pre-board. You are talking about pre-board 2.
Yes.
Ji.
We have
Madam.
enough time to make our directives.
Ji. Right, ma'am, right. Now, on this point that Madam Prachi, Vice Principal, will plan and she will prepare a note to the parents, for the parents, and we will send it to the parent by mail. All right, ma'am, and it will be finalized by 24th of November, Tuesday, after the Diwali vacations. She can share it with me and we can send it to the parents for pre-board 2. Is that clear, ma'am? Any suggestion, ma'am?
Yes. So what I feel like directives to parents and what we as a school have to do. Both the columns should be separate. Let all the coordinators, they should write it.
Nothing
So that when so many parents are working, we will be having different ideas. And then with the next meeting, we will compile it. And if something is to be added, we will add it. And then finally, we make a consent form and it will be sent to the parents. Let all the coordinator along with vice principal ma'am also, everybody should write. Even I will also write so that we can find out that how many items we have. And then we'll compile it and then we'll finalize the consent form. What do you say, Anika?
Yes, I completely agree with it. So what I'm hearing, and just to clarify, Director Ma'am, your voice is still cracking. I think what you're saying is that Prachi Ma'am will coordinate with all the coordinators and everyone in not only on this meeting, but who is important for the creation of these directives, and create those directives. We will do that amongst us. We will finalize it. We will get it approved by Principal Sir, Mrs. Ma, me, Director Ma'am, Prachi Ma'am, and then team file to centers. We will then also define as to when is appropriate with parents. I would tell everyone present at this meeting, we need to keep in mind, if we expect the parents to take a COVID test to the children before they send them to school, we need to send these directives well on time, so that they get enough time to orient their children to coming to school for the second pre-board exam. So I think that everyone needs to work on this together. What I need at the end of this meeting is a deadline by when this will be done and ready from our side. It includes all the internal approval process and cross-pollination, like all of us helping each other to write a full-fledged directive. Does that make sense?
I feel that we should have it ready by, let's say, 25th of November, last week of November. Sending it out, one is over, which is 4th of December. Then we are planning our second pre-board in January, so that will give about a month's time to parents to prepare their children. I just personally feel that if we send out the offline proposal for pre-board during the first pre-board, it might create confusion or might create a lot of expectation. By December 4th, we will also be in a much clearer position, because now the winter is setting in, the pollution level is high, government policies may change regarding schools. So by 4th of December, I think we'll be in a better position to take, a more informed decision. But from our side, we should be ready with everything by last week of November.
I think that's a great idea. And if I may recommend, maybe some people are new to this, but I feel like the directive should be done
Google Doc, so that anyone can look and add to it. Right. Prabhuji sir, can you facilitate this with Prachi ma'am in terms of at least starting off that Google Doc? I think for everyone, you might even put down a step-by-step guide as to how to use Google Docs,
Yes, ma'am.
Does that make sense, Prabhuji sir?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
But I think it's very helpful if you kind of document and teaching people how to use, add, edit
Yes,
on
ma'am.
a Google Doc. Okay?
Ma'am, already Principal sir is using Google Doc only. He is typing everything on Google Doc.
That is so.
Yeah.
All of us doing that.
Yes, ma'am.
So that then for everything you edit and work on together. Okay?
Sure.
Awesome.
Senior Coordinator, Mr. Daya, would you like to share something?
No, sir, everything has been, I think, discussed in the meeting.
Mr. Pradeep,
Yes, sir.
you want to share something?
No, sir. It's done.
Ekta?
No, sir, nothing as of now.
All right. So, with your permission, ma'am, Anika ma'am, we can wind up. Anything else, Director ma'am?
Yes, Amitabh, when we are meeting next.
This is. Yes, I'll tell you, ma'am. It is scheduled on 16th, but the school will remain off for the Diwali vacation. So it will be better. We will have it on 20th of November, Friday.
But not concerned.
Ji.
So that would not be deciding, but we can keep this meeting at in the evening because right now all these coordinators they are having classes and we have arranged their meetings.
Okay, evening at what time, ma'am? What time you suggest?
Please schedule also.
You can come at 4 o'clock, 4 to 5.
Right, ma'am. No problem.
Is it okay, Amitabh?
Yeah.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
so we please read. Yeah, that's totally fine. But we have thanks for pointing it out. And in the future, if I do set up a meeting title that clashes with anyone, please feel free to suggest a change. I'm very open to doing that. In the next meeting, which we can have post Diwali, okay, I would like to actually discuss the kind of training principles. So we will have to lead this according to recipes. The kind of training that is required internally in the school. We have talked about what information to give to the children, and we have narrowed down and sealed that down right now. I think we need to talk a little bit more about what training is required, how it is supposed to have and the teachers when they are coming to school, even in the current capacity, who are coming, who are not coming. We need to also define those internal recipes, and I think that needs to be the highlight of the next meeting.
Yeah, sure.
And we could highlight that, okay, sir?
Right, ma'am.
Okay, so with that we close it. Prabhuji sir, may I request you to change the meeting hours according to Director Ma'am's suggestion?
Yes, ma'am.
Send the link and assist Prati Ma'am in starting off that Google Doc and how to work on Google Doc kind of instruction thing. It as well, please.
Yes, ma'am. Sure. I will start.
Okay, super. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you all. Have a nice time, all of you. Thank you all.
Thank